Today, I want to share something with you that helped me so much in my homeschool, and it might surprise you. It's not going to be a curriculum, it's not a schedule, it's not a checklist. It's actually something that's the most important thing you can do, and it's close the books. I know that can feel uncomfortable, especially if you're someone who wants to do things right or you're afraid of falling behind. But what I'm going to share today might just give you permission to breathe again in your homeschool. So, welcome to Spirit Led Homeschool. I'm Olivia Cagle. I'm a homeschool mom of over 20 years. I'm a mindset and nervous system regulation coach and an inner healer. I'm here to help you move from overwhelm and triggers to peace, connection, and confidence in your homeschool with God all at the center of it. So, I was thinking about this the other day. There's so many moments in our homeschool where we'd sit down to do school when my boys were younger, and one of my kids would start talking. And I used to think, oh my gosh, they just don't want to do their work. And maybe you thought that too. But then the conversation would go deeper. They'd start asking questions about life, about God, about friendships, about something that hurt them, or something they didn't even realize. And I realized something really important. That moment wasn't a distraction, it was the assignment. And when I choose to lean in and I choose to pause and listen, those ended up being some of the most meaningful moments I ever had. And I still do this today. I have one daughter left at home, and I make sure that we build that connection when she needs to. And I will put the books up. And I'm going to explain this as we go on. So when we homeschool, our kids aren't just learning math and reading. They are learning how to process emotions or not, which that's what most of us learned, right? We don't learn how to process emotions. They're learning how to communicate, how to feel safe, being seen and heard, how to connect with you, and ultimately how to connect with God. And you can't really learn those things with worksheets. They are taught through connection. And Scripture tells us that as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. And also, we are transformed by the renewing of our minds. But how does that happen for our kids? It often happens through conversations, through being heard, through processing what's going on inside of them. This is where I want to bring in something I teach my clients all the time. When your child comes to you wanting to talk, especially about something emotional, and it may seem like nothing at first, it could be a nervous system regulation teaching moment. That might be they might be trying to process something, looking for safety, or trying to regulate through connection. Or maybe they just want to be heard. My kids want to be heard. And when we shut that down, because we are so focused on finishing school, here's what can happen. They can learn my voice doesn't matter. My feelings aren't important. I need to push this down. And this can cause problems later on, even in relationships. But when we pause and listen, we're actually helping their brain and their body learn, I am safe. I am heard. I can process this. And this is huge for long-term emotional health. And we might also have thoughts in our mind, this curriculum costs me so much money. We've got to get through this. As to how I know, and I have other people that will tell me the same things. But honestly, this is the kind of work I now help women heal from later on with all these emotions. And it's one of the most important things you can do with your kids. So when you think about it that way, I want you to not think that you're falling behind, and you're actually doing some of the most deepest important work. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking, okay? Again, what about the curriculum? What if we fall behind? What if we don't get everything done? And I want to challenge you with that who are you falling behind to, according to who, right? Is it the traditional system, the checklist, the timeline that God never personally assigned to your child? Because really, we wanted to get out of the traditional system, and it can take a while to unravel what that's going to look like for us and what that's going to look like for our family, for our homeschool. You kind of have to go through a deschooling process, and that's okay. If you haven't done that, I would just take the time to maybe research deschooling. Feel free to message me in the comments below with any of your questions, and I would love to help you out with that. Because when you're homeschooling, you actually have the freedom to follow what matters most. And I truly believe this. Connection creates a foundation that makes learning easier. It's not going to make it harder. It's going to make it easier, because when your child feels safe and connected and understood, they are open to learning more from you and trusting you with the teaching. Because you have that strong connection, you're going to be able to pick out more things together with what they learn. They're going to tell you more things about what they want to learn, and then you can follow that. You can pick out curriculum together on online or catalogs. I'm old school, right? Catalogs. And that is going to make a huge difference in their learning process as well. So what can this look like practically? It doesn't mean that you're never going to do school. It just means you start paying attention to moments like when your child starts opening up to you, and then you ask deeper questions to them. And what if they come and ask you deeper questions? If they seem emotional or distracted, instead of immediately redirecting them, okay, try this. Try to pause, sit down, make eye contact, and just listen. You might even say, hey, this sounds important, let's talk. Even if it takes 10 to 20 minutes or an hour long or longer, okay? I promise you that moment will matter more than finishing the worksheet for the day. I promise you. I really believe God designed families this way on purpose. Deuteronomy talks about teaching our children as we walk along the road, as we sit, as we live life together, not just through structured lessons, but through relationship. So if you've been feeling pressure, if you've been overwhelmed, if you've been trying to do it right, let this be your permission today. Connection is not a distraction from homeschooling. It is the heart of it. I have grown children today, and one still at home. I have always practiced this with them. And today, my kids will still come and talk to me about things. We have deep, deep conversations, and we can talk for an hour or more on the phone. As a matter of fact, when some of my boys call, my husband will go, see you later, bye, because he knows we're going to be on the phone for a while. So you're going to be able to have deeper conversations now and when they're older, and that would never be possible if I kept rushing school and didn't take the time to connect with them. And it's going to help them learn how to connect with other people as well. And even you're going to be able to have times to talk about God and how amazing He is. And this can help them connect with God. So you're teaching them that as well. And I like to always say my goals for homeschooling were I wanted to create in them a love of learning, a love of God, and a love for themselves. Because if they love to learn, they will learn anything they want to learn. Okay? They will have the skills to know how to learn that. And I mean, loving themselves is huge. Most of us walk around, we don't even love ourselves now. So teaching them and speaking into their identity, we get to do that when we have connection better. Okay? And so if this is something you struggle with, feeling like you're checking boxes, but you're missing that connection, I don't want you to feel guilty about it at all. I don't ever want you to walk away with thinking, gosh, I have messed up. I haven't done this with my kids. That is okay. It literally doesn't matter. Love covers, right? Love is the greatest, and this is what you're learning. Something that might be helpful for you is I have a free guide that's called 5 Signs You're Homeschooling from Fear Instead of Peace. It'll pinpoint areas that maybe fear is taking over, because when we start going this route, fear will start taking over. What will other people think if I didn't get through this, if I didn't get this through this curriculum? A lot of our thoughts have to do with what other people are thinking. And if you want that, you can grab that link in the description of the show notes. Listen, I love you, Mama. You're doing an amazing job. You're doing better than you think. And I guess where I would lead you to now is I have a mindset shift video that's going to help you transfer your homeschool. If you haven't seen that yet, you can watch that up here. And if you're listening on the podcast, you can find me on YouTube, and you can find all of those videos and links on my YouTube channel. You can also find all the podcasts listed, of course, in the podcast section. All right, I'll see you in the next episode.